She's right here. I'm trying to lift my camera up. She's right here. Hi. How are you? Good evening. How have you been? Did anyone miss me? Did anyone miss this girl, guys? But I hope you're all doing well. Mwasibye mutya. Hi to my Ugandan people. Emmere ebadde ki? My Ugandan, my Saudian, my Iran. They don't know me and I don't know them. I don't know you, you don't know me. We just see each other's here. Others comment, but don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And how are you doing, guys? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all doing well. Same as here. I'm alright. So I had to close the door before it had to make noise like that. So guys, I've been busy, a little bit busy with work, making samosas. I wish someone had come for my rescue, but no one came for my rescue. But anyway, today I have a question for you guys. You know, this has been to my mind, and I've been asking myself, can you kick your mother out of your house? Can you kick your mom out of your house? Okay, not your house, but out of her home. Like, let me give an example. I don't know whether you guys can hear me, but don't forget to like and comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Nora. So, okay, let me give you an example. Your mom has her own land where she built her home with your father, where they gave birth to you and your siblings. And later on, when you became an adult, you built a house on their compound. You built a house on your father's compound. When your father passed away, you brought in a wife, and your wife told you, I don't like your mother. She pokes her nose into my business. I want her out of this compound. Would you do that to your mother? Kick out your mother out of her home, send her back to her parents' house. Hi, Luz, how are you doing? Hi, how are you? Would you do that? Let me know in the comment section below. So we have a neighbor. We have a neighbor. This neighbor got married at the early age. You know, early. Let me say that he's late age, not early. Sorry. Like he was in his 40s. That's when he got married. And you know, when a man gets married at the age of 40, sometime when you're both mature, because the wife he married had also her own children from her other previous marriage. So the mom was like telling her son that, do you think the woman can give birth to you? That hi fan, thanks, hello, how are you guys? Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Kindly subscribe and don't forget to like. My name is Nora. I want to know, guys, would you kick your mother out of her home and send her to her parents' home because your wife told you? Most especially, this question goes to our dearest brothers who are marrying. I'm not saying that marrying a woman is bad, but can you kick your mother out of her house? Fuck no. User. Okay. No, for you cannot. Yes, for him he cannot. But someone kicked his mother out of her home. He told his mother that my wife is not comfortable with you staying with us in the same compound. That my wife said you poke your nose into her business. Okay, the reason why the wife said that, because the mother asked the son, do you think at her age, can she conceive? Okay, the mother was just concerned. Like, you bring up, okay, your mother sees you old enough, you're in your 40s, and then you brought a wife who is also like in her 40s, and we all know when some people, they reach in their age of 40, sometimes it's actually hard. It's a blessing actually at that age to conceive. It's a miracle also. So the mother was just concerned, but the wife became annoyed, and the guy also had to follow his wife's decision, and he kicked out his mother out of her home, where she and her husband, they collected money and bought it. Guys, I know we are children and we are born from our parents. We never asked them, hi, that you are amazing, oh thank you. We never asked our parents to give birth to us. But let's take this as a lesson. Okay, you're the one you're old enough, you can work for yourself and buy somewhere else. Somewhere, you know, you can buy a land somewhere else. I know however much it's too expensive, but you can buy somewhere else. But you cannot kick your mother out of her own home and send her where she came from. Do you see that? Is it really fair? Is it really fair? And then, that good name for the planet, for a plant, Kasoli, Kasoli. Do you think really it's fair for someone like you to send away your mother away? Okay, you find your parents. They own acres and acres of land, and you also built next to them. Don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe, and let me know your thought, guys, because this is so painful. Me, I saw it as it is painful because, however much as I'm a woman, I don't think it's fair. The mother was only concerned. I know sometimes parents, they can be too much. What if your husband told you that he is not comfortable you bring at your home? Well, if my husband tells me that he's not comfortable like staying in a home, of course he's a man. Why don't he go out there? We can rent a house. Why do you want to stay in your father's compound? Why do you want me to stay with you in my mother's compound? If you don't feel comfortable, we go out there, we rent. You as a man, you're the head of the house. Learn how to struggle, because even your father struggled to make that money to buy a land and build a house. You know, nowadays we want things too fast. We want to grow too fast, and we don't know how. We don't want to go through the process. We don't want to walk through that journey of hardship. No, you're like, no, my father owns 6 acres of land, so I'll use like half of an acre, build a house, like a mansion, anything I want. You have the money to build a mansion, and then the other half, and then the other like 2 acres that are remaining, I can grow my food, plant trees, and sell them and make money out of it. And then your mother, your wife tells you, I think it's time to take this old woman out, really. Leave the woman to stay in her land. Let her enjoy. You know, me, I've seen this, I don't know whether it's only in Africa or in Uganda where I come from. Most ladies, they don't feel comfortable staying with their in-laws. Okay, even if it's me, I would feel uncomfortable. But I will not show it to my mother-in-law, to be honest. I will talk to this man that I got married to. I'll make sure that I pull him out of his mother's compound. We go somewhere else, he buys. To create peace, because kicking your parents out of their home, it can be a curse upon your generation to come. You know, when your mother cries, the tears, it will curse your generation, your children. That tears will follow them. And those children, they will do the same thing that you did to your mother. You know, they tell us that our mothers are the gods of the world, because they are the ones who pushed us out of their womb using their breath. You see, most of parents, they die giving birth. Because when a person is giving birth, they tell you not to breathe. Imagine they are telling a person not to breathe just to be able to use her breath to push you out of her womb. And then later on, you meet someone that you never grew up with. You don't know her behaviors just because you fell in love with their beauty. And then this person tells you, kick your parents out of their home because she cannot stay. And for you, with your empty head, you're like, yeah, even I don't think I can buy somewhere else. My eyes is on this land. I need this home. So my mother has to get out. Remember, the wife you're marrying. Okay, this guy, for him, his story, for him, he married a wife with children, which is not bad, but reconsider. How can you throw your own mother out of her home and send her back to her parents' home? Can't you see that that's so painful? So the brothers, for them, they were like, what you did was wrong. The wife was like, nigga, you need to cut ties with your brothers too, because I think they are becoming too much. The guy did the same thing, even with his siblings. He told them never to step on that land, never to cross their path with him. That place belongs to him and his wife and the children that his wife brought in. So here is where comes the story. Guess what? The dude is infertile. He does not impregnate a woman. He does not. So the wife gave him 2 beautiful children. But these 2 beautiful children, they are from the, the woman has to do everything she can to be able to conceive, to stay in the marriage. And the good thing, she conceived. She became pregnant. But not for her husband, because her husband is infertile, he cannot impregnate a woman. But this man cannot even use his common sense and say, okay, I know I'm an infertile, and I think at least I should apologize to my mom. Because when he kicked out of his mother out of the home, by that time his wife hasn't yet conceived. But the mother was like, you've been with so many women. I've seen you. You've never impregnated any of them. Like, your mother would be concerned and tell you, I think you have a problem. But the son never wanted to listen to his mother. So the son was like, I think my mom is always, some sons, they don't want to listen. But even you as a person, look at your previously relationships. You've been with women who have never had kids. The first one left you, and when she got married somewhere else, she became pregnant. She gave birth. The second one you married, no child, even told you, let's adopt. We may have a blessing and have a child of our own. You refuse. You say you want to have a child of your own. You stay in the marriage for 6 years, 7 years, nothing. You kick that one out. You bring in another one. Because he used to bring in all those ladies with young girls. Because for him, he was old enough. He has his own money. So the dude, I think he kept on denying the fact that he knows the truth, that he cannot. So he went on and married this woman with 3 kids. For him, okay, maybe in his mind, it was like, okay, if I have a woman who has ever had children, it can be easier for her to do what? To conceive. But remember, in his previously marriages that he has been in, all the women that he kicked out of the marriage, where they went and got married, they managed to have kids. So the problem was his. So the mother was at least concerned that, my son, I know you decided to marry someone else with children, but you and I, we know. And then the wife was like, no, your mother is the problem. Your mother is the problem. If all the time you're living under your mother's care and you're listening to your mother and you don't listen to your wife, I'm your wife, listen to me. I don't know what sometimes we women, we use to make men forget their parents. I don't know, but maybe it's the magic that God has given us. But God forbid, I don't wish one day to get married and make my husband, I become in between my husband and his parents. No. Because I know our parents are people that we should respect. If I find my in-law does not love me, I have to talk to my husband, the person that I got married to, so that we can move out for peace, to have peace. And then you can take like 5 to 6 years without visiting them. They'll reach a time and they say, why is it that your wife is not coming to visit us? And then that's when you go and check on them, go back to your home. Because, me I've seen the reason why most of people have like division between them and their parents and their wives. It's because they are living in the same compound. In Uganda, we have some families who are still living in that unextended family. Someone does not even think of creating his own nuclear family. They want to live in an extended family where there is your grandma, your uncle, your who, where everyone has their own behaviors. Where someone from the 80s does not know that there are new things in the 20s that we are in. Someone's behaving, someone is telling you, me, I want, like those people who are living in an extended family, they are the people you find they are cooking food for all the entire family. They bring food together, they sit together, they eat together. So now tell me, you who is married into that family, and I also have them. But mine, they only bring food together when it's like holiday, because they know some of us from the city will be coming, so they will cook the meal and bring, and then they will put a huge mat on the compound, because we have a big compound. And then all of you, the kids, will sit separate, grandparents. And you know, when you've just gone for a visit, everyone wants to sit with you, everyone wants to feed you, everyone wants you to eat food. You're just a grandchild. Yes, it's beautiful to live in an extended family. It's so beautiful. But the division comes in when mothers-in-law are not getting along with their daughters-in-law. I know, and you also, your husband has bought you something expensive and the mother is like, hey, you're wasting my son's money. There are some women who do not want to know that. They don't want to know that. But to avoid that, tell your husband, we need to be alone. We need to live separate from your parents. However much the nigger loves his parents, tell him, dude, you and I, you're my man, I'm your wife. We need to start our own family. That's the only way you're going to bring peace in between you and your mother and your wife. Because every time your mother will see you bought something new for your wife, you have to buy for 2 people. Don't buy for 1, buy for 2. Buy for your mother, buy for your wife. But if you're going to stay with your wife at your mother's compound and she's there, she's a widow, her husband passed away, you're buying this expensive present for your wife, and your mother is just there, her skin is drying, is becoming like a potato, a roasted potato. She'll be like, my son has forgotten about me. That's where she'll start feeling bad and jealous. So the only way to do that, buy for her too. But I will advise you, don't stay in the same compound with your mother and your wife. Those 2 people are going to divide you totally. And you're going to create a hatred in your heart that your mother will never even forgive you, even in her death. You see, me once saw someone who passed away. And this lady was mad at her children. Like, these children, they go to the city, they don't want to come home. That's why also it's good to check on your parents, guys. The lady reached on her last day, they told her children were like, we are busy. They could always come up with an excuse that they were busy. The day when their mother passed away, they bought expensive things to come on their mother's funeral. But do you know the dead body becoming like a balloon? The lady exploded in front of her children. Everyone was like, what? So for people who have ever been there, like the old, they said, you guys, your mother was sick, you never came. She kept on asking for you guys to come. You guys acted like busy. I'm busy. You never created time to come to visit the old lady until the old lady passed away. That's when you guys came with blankets, expensive casket. When they brought the casket, that's when the lady exploded. Have you ever seen the dead body exploding just because of when the moment you see, they say when someone dies, their spirit stays there to monitorize each and every one. The spirit does not go, guys. It stays there. The lady exploded, showing them that I do not need your casket. When I needed you guys, no one was there for me. So why bringing in something expensive when I've already gone? You never loved me when I was alive. When I needed you the most, you never showed up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Nora, and I'm a beautiful Ugandan, all the way from the eastern Uganda. Don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I'm currently, guys, in Saudi Arabia. Kindly support my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like my videos, comment, leave a comment there so that I know that you visited. Thank you so much. And for those who are new, you're most welcome. Nora welcomes you to her channel, and I hope, guys, supporting her, liking her. But tell me, of all the things that I've said ever since I started this live stream, what have you learned? Would you kick your mother out of her own home, or would you rather buy your own land somewhere to have peace with your mother? Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts, guys. Thank you. Salamata, and I hope mwena muli bulungi nange gye ndi bulungi, and I wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yes, Christmas is next week. Mubeere bulungi banamwe. So guys, you see, in this life we live for once, and to have peace of mind in life, do not live next. Don't bring your wife. Bumeya in English. Mayam in English. Onaliko. The notes. Okay. Okay. How good. What should she say? How good. How good. What's that Mia? You want to say Merry Christmas? Yeah. If you want to bring peace between your mother and your wife as a man, rent for your wife a house. Let your mother stay in her home. Visit your mother. Do not refuse to visit your mother because she's a woman who gave birth to you. Or if you think that, no, me, I cannot live without my mother, I want my wife to stay next to my mother, make sure that when you're buying a present for your wife, you buy for your mother too. Because you will only buy for your wife and your mother will feel bad. And from there, that's where the division will come from. Your mother will start arguing with your wife. Your mother will start disliking your wife. You know, when old people started growing old, you know, their minds start to turn like for children. Your mind goes backwards, but they grow wisely. Yeah. Some people grow wise, some people grow childish. That's how old people they are. The only thing, my granddaddy died with a dementia. Like sometimes his mind could go back like a child. My granddaddy was just there. You go there and he's like, and who are you? What are you doing in my house? And then my granddaddy will start talking about the things that you don't even understand, and then my granddad will start saying all, you know, the nasty things, and you're like, granddad, and he's like, who are you and what are you doing in my house? Anyway, it used to be funny when most especially when he doesn't like you, and then he finds you in his room, he'll be like, and what are you doing in my room? And then he used to keep things away. And then later on you ask, granddad, where did you put it? Like, me? You gave it to me? Anyway, guys, but it's not good. I'm sorry, it's not a good story to laugh about, but actually some people used to love him like that. At his last moment, at least, he died when he was surrounded with people who loves him. He retired, he went back home, and yeah, everyone could always check on him, be there with him, to create more memories with him. But in this life, let me tell you guys, however much I've said it all, you see, parents are the gods of the earth. However much how bad they have, I don't know what they have done to you, but remember, one day you'll become a father, one day you'll become a mother. Learn to forgive. Because one day you'll also have children, and maybe you might do the same thing to them. So imagine you never forgave your mother. For, I know some people are like, oh, my mother used to talk bad to me, my mother used to say this to me. Sometimes it's just their tone on how they talk, but deep down they don't mean it. They just want you to understand. It takes only a few people to understand their parents' language. But if you're that person who is short-tempered, and for you do not listen when someone tells you something, and then you go and you're like, no one loves me, they don't care about me. And then from there, but I know there are some people who love their parents. They cannot live without them, because their parents have been there for them no matter what. They say, no, I'll stick here with my mother, with my father. But if you're bringing in someone's child, we daughters of Eve, we are different. We are born from the different mothers and from the different fathers. We carry different DNA in our minds, in our body, in our system. You bring someone's daughter when for her she knows only bomber clad, and your parents is like, what bomber clad, what the fuck? And your parents will be like, what? So to avoid that, mubeere nnyo nga temubaleeta waka, muwulidde? Nze mbagambye, awulidde awulire, atawulidde alekeyo. Cool. It's free. You say love me, not punish you. You say love me, not punish you. You're gonna make me free. It's cold here in the hallway. Oh, let's go in my room. It's cold here. I cannot take it. I'm freezing. Guys, it's too cold in Saudi Arabia. I haven't checked how much degree, but it's cold. Max, how are you? How are you doing? It's cold here in Saudi. Too cold. You know that cold that makes even your back aches? That's how cold it is. Let me bring my heater next to my feet so that I can warm up my feet. You see my heater? Right there. I need to warm my feet because me, whenever I feel cold, I end up also having back pain. The pain transfers to my back, and then my back cannot tolerate the pain. Hey guys, it's cold. You had told me you will get, my dear. I don't go outside, so please. Look, I don't go outside. I don't have the handkerchief, okay? And last time I was doing live here, you never came. You never came. So, and let me ask you, why would I have to wear those things? Why do I have to wear those things? In my mind, I saw it like, don't think I'm a clown, my dear. I'm not a clown. I'm not a clown that I have to wear a mask and then I have to tie a handkerchief. I have to wear a mask. You know, I don't have COVID-19. I received my what? My vaccine. So I even got 2. So my dear, I don't know why. Just wear it and see you. Last time I tried, no one came. To be honest, when was it? Just against live. Yesterday I didn't attend. On Thursday. On Thursday I tried. I'm not lying. On Thursday I tried. Maybe tomorrow I'll see. I'll see tomorrow is Sunday, right? I'll try it and see if it will work. But if it doesn't work, I told you, you see me in your dream. Hey, I'll strangle you in your dream. Even you will run away. Don't joke with me. I'm a Ugandan. My spirit moves at night, so you'll see me next to you like, and then I'll come in there, and then I'll lick your mouth, and then I'll try to come closer to you. Have you ever seen the legend of the seeker, how they give the breath or how they take that breath of life from you? That's how I'm going to take yours. I'll come next and then I'll be like, and then I swallow your life out of your body, and then you feel like, you feel scared. You become scared of this woman. That time I was not there. Now you do and see. Right now I can't go into my wardrobe and again start messing around. That it will work. Well, let me put it. Let me. Hello, my beautiful people. How are you? Hey. How are my in-laws? How are my in-laws? How you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. Someone is telling me to try something. So this is my legging that I wear. Let me see. Let me see if it works. Like that? Ouch. There's a cock over here again, so you see? There. Doesn't hold. No. You have to see. You have to see. How can I do such a thing? Oma mugamba mutya. So for some of you, wear gloves. Guys, I don't have gloves. I checked, we don't have gloves. If you can donate for me some gloves, because here I don't have gloves. Don't worry, Dubai is just next to us. Only 2 hours from Dubai to Saudi Arabia. My dear Max, you can buy a box of gloves and send it to me. I give you my location in Saudi Arabia. Yes. Hey guys, for some of you who love your girl Nora, make sure that like Max is telling me that I should wear some gloves. I don't have gloves, and yet we are in winter. I only have my hoodie here, so you said 5 minutes. 5 minutes had already passed. So for some of you who are not here in the beginning, I was saying, would you kick your mom out of her house? Because your wife told you that she cannot stay in the same compound with your mother? As a son who has married the wife, would you kick your mother out of her home, her matrimonial home, because your wife tells you, my husband, I don't feel comfortable living with your mother in the same compound? Just hold that with one and cover your nose, your mouth. Simple, 2 minutes. Banangi. Why? Bana. I think this is a child. This Max is a child. But anyway, I don't have any problem. Let me entertain this child. He's used to watching the Super Mario. So I think he thinks I'm Super Mario. So, Super Mario, yeah. There I go, Super Mario. But I want to eat. Namukose translate. Beautiful in Konja. I'm done. Now I see where your mind has gone. Banana, you're Super Mario for real. This is good. So for you, when you see people like wearing their mask like this, you see them as what? And your mind also. People, you have a dirty mind here. I never knew. But I'm keeping my promise. Mashallah, mashallah. Keep your promise. Let me enjoy my wafer. Guys, it's cold. This is all in the name of wanting to feel warm. You are my own then I'll keep the memory of you and me inside my mind. We don't say goodbye. We don't say goodbye. Remember every tiny thing. I hate the memory of you and me. Now we are done. These are my clothes. Just small, not too much. Not too much. Nah. Hello, Bolina Quaga, ya ya, hey, Quaga, you Quaga, never wait on to my children. I look like that dunkling, you see. Oh, Quaga, never dunkling like. So this is how Norah looks. I never seen them. That's how Norah looks today. Oh. neyamukuwememe kuba wenakulaba kosula ku mwoyo okuba wenakulaba kwesonyiwa okubeera woli nawobeera omutima gusulayo gyoli nyumira nnyo okubeera woli omutima gusulayo gyoli atoba okuva wenakulaba kasula ku mwoyo okuva wenakufuna gasanyu lyange nyumirwa nnyo okubeera woli newobeera omutima gusulayo gyoli 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Mwebale okubeera wano buli omu yenna. Sure, they are looking for me somewhere. That Bobi Wine, stay away from smoking and drinking. Alu. Alabama. Dr. Kizza Besigye will not be released until the oyo bagenda mukubirayo paka nga bamaze okulondoza. Nange ku luno Museveni amuzannya akabati. Until further noticed. Obufuzi buwooma wabula.